today's video, Humanities Fallen Nature, Part 2. Howdy y'all, I'm Pastor Mark. I'm the pastor of Copeland Christian Church, and this is Theological Moments with Pastor Mark. Howdy, glad to be back today. Thank you for watching, taking the time to watch the video. Today we're going to be continuing what we started last week, the fallen nature of humanity. As you noticed, I'm sure we just ran out of time last time. I couldn't get everything in that I had planned. So I broke it into 2 videos, so we're just going to go ahead and pick up right where we left off without further ado. Further, spiritual death became a reality. Originally, humans were meant to live forever in God's presence in the Garden of Eden, in direct relationship with God, the way that Adam and Eve did. And so their disobedience destroyed that relationship between God and humanity permanently. And so, as I just mentioned, this is referred to as spiritual death. This separation from God, who is good, also had an effect on human nature. See, human nature has been corrupted, has been left marred, has been left with an inward bend towards evil. And this means that every human being is necessarily, inherently bent towards disobedience, evil, selfishness. We are unable to keep God's standard of perfection. And so this bent is commonly referred to as humans' fallen nature. It's sometimes referred to as total depravity, or it's where we get the doctrine of total depravity from. Now this says, the doctrine of total depravity, that as a result of the fall, every part of a person, their mind, will, emotions, and flesh have been corrupted by sin. In other words, sin affects every aspect, including our being and who we are and what we do. This is sometimes confused to mean that people are as horrible as they can be. And while that might seem true in some instances, that's not what the doctrine of total depravity is talking about. There's bunches of verses we could talk to, but I'll just give you the old Romans 3:23, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. One more related concept I want to mention here is that of original sin. In short, this doctrine is the idea that Adam's sin has carried it down to all humanity. A definition I read as I was preparing for this video says it is the corruption of human nature that started with Adam's sin and has infected all humanity by heredity. Romans 5:12 also makes this point where Paul talks about through one man sin entered. There are several views exactly on how this works. In any case, that's all in the realm of heterodoxy, and we don't have time to talk about it today, so we'll come back around to it sometime, but not today. So what does all of this mean? In short, it means that humanity has a big problem. The fact is that all humans are sinners, both inherited from Adam and of our own merit. Romans 6:23 sums up our problem, is that the wages of this sin is death. The long of the short of it is that humanity is fallen. The effects of our sin have reverberated throughout the ages, right? Creation is broken. We are separated from God, our Creator. We're going to die physical deaths, but we are in a state of death before we are reconciled to Christ. And so the fact is, anyway, that we need a Savior. And that's the punchline. As a result of the fall, we're broken. Creation is broken. And we need a Savior to do something about it because we can't in our fallen condition. And so that's the good news. And we'll get into that more later. That God does send His Son, Jesus Christ, to do something about this broken relationship that we're stuck in. Okay, that's all for today. I hope that was helpful and beneficial. If you know somebody that you think these videos would be good for, share it with them. Or if you just think I'm super smart and you want to share it anyway, share it. I appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos. Hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, push all the buttons. Thank you for watching today. We'll be with you. If you have a comment, go ahead and leave it. I'd love to hear from you all. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.